Good evening, gamers and fellow community folks and people. I am your host tonight. I am Ralph with the Grace Harbor College Esports program. With me tonight is Marcy Alstrom, which is Grace Harbor College's Chief Beverage Discrimination Officer. How long have you been in that job, Marcy?
I'm feeling thirsty tonight, Ralph. I've been in this job for, I think about 4 or 5 seconds now. It's like
Okay, yeah.
tenure.
I have no
Tenure.
idea what a Chief Beverage Discrimination Officer does. Can you tell us a little bit about that position?
Um,
Not to put you on the spot, of course.
Highly confidential. Sorry, I'm not at liberty to disclose.
All right. Fair enough. Welcome everybody to Thursday Night Gaming. We are going to be playing Apex Legends tonight. We've had requests for this come in off and on since last April when we started doing this. Not a lot, but they have been consistent. And so I know there's a couple of folks in our community that play. I'm hoping they show up tonight because I am a total noob at this game. One in particular is Ismail Jackson. Marcy, you remember Ismail?
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. Glad to have you tonight.
Yeah, I don't have them on the line. I'm hoping they show up in the community and partner with me and walk me through it. We could certainly get them on the line. I have no problem bringing them into the stream. We could send them a link. Anyway, I'm hoping Ismail is out there because I need some
Join
help.
us, Ismail.
Yes, please. But I do, before we jump into the game, I do want to talk about a couple of things that are coming up. Number one is the big tournament that I'm super hyping, and that is our Sweet Snow Day Invitational. This is going to be 3 colleges, Grace Harbor College, Centralia College, and Peninsula College, and 3 high schools in Washington State, Garfield High School, Cedar-Woolley High School, and I think the third has not yet confirmed, that will be playing a double elimination bracket to find out, who is the best at Snow Day. Marcy, I know you've seen regular Rocket League, but Snow Day is the version that you play on ice with a hockey puck, and the puck moves differently. And I mean, it just seemed like the perfect thing to do for, an early February tournament. The cool thing though, we have a prize pool for this tournament. So we're going to be giving away a HyperX gaming keyboard, RGB red Cherry MX keys in this mechanical keyboard, in addition to a $100 prize pool. So $75 for the team that gets first place, and then $25 for the second place team. And I think the keyboard we're actually going to give away to a random viewer on the stream. So I am super excited to have gotten to the point where we can give away loot. Like that just makes me super happy. We've got a couple of other things coming up too. We've got Mario Kart 8. Marcy, you remember the last time we played Mario Kart 8?
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago. It's about time we did it again. So we're going to be playing that on the 21st. And then a week after that, we're going to be playing Depth. If you don't know this game, it's a 5-player game. One person gets to play the shark, and the other 4 players get to be divers. And you literally swim around trying to chomp divers. It's a great game.
I'm pretty scared already.
I wish I could tell you it was more complicated than that, but that's pretty much the whole game. So let's actually take a look at our whole upcoming schedule, because it's not just Mario Kart in Depth. We're also doing Stick Fight on February 4th, and that is exactly as it sounds. You are stick figures using weapons and punches and kicks to try to defeat each other, and the rounds are incredibly short and it's really fun. And Marcy, I'm gonna buy you a copy of the game because I want you to play. You need to be there. It's so good. Stick Fight is amazing.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So I don't see Ismail. Looks like don't have a whole lot of people tuning in just yet. I'm gonna jump in, but honestly, if you have any advice for me, Marcy, if you can tell me anything I should be doing, let me know, because we have game audio, right?
I don't hear it.
Audio. Master volume is up.
Let
me see if I can jump into training.
This is our first time playing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily know what's going to happen, but I'll not hesitate to shout when I'm terrified or surprised by something or see food or dancing.
Good. I see the volume is up, but we're not receiving any volume from this thing. Do volume set right? Oh, I think we're going out to the wrong thing. There we go. That should fix it.
I don't hear it. Should I?
Yeah, we should have heard it by now. Let me try that again. Bounce back over here. And then
I hear it now.
this thing. Oh, that's our background music.
Oh, it's nice tonight. I like it. It's very discotheque.
Upbeat.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't actually want to go into the training though. Okay, so I think I'm bronze. I don't know if I can actually play ranked games. I don't have any friends that play this game. So I'm just gonna... Do I have to do training or can I do other stuff? First of all, actually, Marcy, help me pick my character.
Okay. Who we got? Who we got?
Lifeline, Gibraltar, Bloodhound, Pathfinder, Wraith, Bangalore. Hey, Ismail's here. Ismail.
Yay!
Thank goodness. I have no idea what I'm doing. You need to carry me. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
How do I get connected to you? I'm on Steam.
Yay!
While we're getting connected to Ismail, I kind of like Bloodhound.
Yeah.
Although maybe
me too.
somebody who's just like,
I really like that Raven.
I like the Raven too, but it says technological tracker. Where was it? Yeah, technological tracker, and that.
Oh.
I don't know how to use those skills. Somebody who just shoots.
Yeah,
that might
that
be
would
smarter
be
for me. Sorry. Well, once I get the hang of it, we'll go back for that.
Yeah.
Ismail is here. Ismail, how do we get into a lobby together? What are Apex packs? Oh, this must be like the cosmetics. Do I get to pick this? I don't know what this is.
Banner pose. Respectful.
I think this is like a loot crate that you get like a cosmetic item out of.
Oh,
Somebody
nice.
tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Oh, you see,
great.
this is borderline dancing.
It is.
I'm into
Awesome.
it.
Ismail says they can add me through the game. They're starting up the game right now.
Awesome.
So hopefully this helps. I am BipToot. That's my Steam name.
Yeah.
That's my cute version of Bitpost. I had enough people asking me about cryptocurrency or how to invest in Bitcoin. And I was like, I'm going to be BipToot for a while until this whole cryptocurrency thing blows over.
Will it blow over though?
It doesn't. It seems like it's just picking up steam. You remember we had for a while somebody who was helping us, the Vision X. Do you remember? I was trying to decide whether or not to use his real name or his game name. The Vision X was helping us with some of he works for a cryptocurrency company based out of France, which is it's funny, right?
Wow.
Like Grace Harbor, you run into people that live, out near the ocean or whatever, out in the beach in sort of rural area, but they do work for cryptocurrency, like multinational company in France. Anyway,
right.
one of the reasons he hasn't been able to hang out and game with us is because their company has really taken off, and so he is like working all hours of the night. Whenever France wants to get a meeting, so like 3 a.m. or whatever, he needs to wake up and be
Right.
available for it. And I guess they're
Wow.
doing really, really well. So yeah, it's kind of
Wow.
cool. Small world stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Did I not complete training? Oh no! Please don't tell me I have to finish training before I can play. I thought I'd finished.
That's a lot of. Oh.
Welcome to Apex Legends. I am Bloodhunder. You can call me Bloodhound. Let us begin with basic movement. Complete the checklist on your HUD.
That is not what I expected
Follow me.
Bloodhound to sound like.
Sliding down hills increases speed.
Is that Bloodhound?
Inside the territories,
That's
you can
Bloodhound.
find supply bins that carry weapons and resources you will need to survive. Open one. Strong work. Your HUD will show what you have equipped. Follow the checklist to access and cycle through your inventory.
Patching myself up a bit.
Okay, let's switch to this.
Inside the
Nice.
supply bin, you will find a weapon and ammo. Arm yourself. The battle calls upon you. Slaughter as many targets as you wish. Each shot is important as well as the weapon you hold. Grab a second weapon. The field is full of choices. Remember, you can carry only 2 weapons. To equip another weapon, you must swap out the one. A powerful key to becoming an Apex Legend is communication with your brethren. You can ping different locations, objects, and enemies depending on where you're looking. Follow the checklist to cycle through your pings.
Let's explore this way. Making contact with enemy. Might be something good this way.
Did I not ping the ammo?
Got some sniper
There
ammo
we go.
here.
There it is. I don't think you pinged
There's
the
a
weapon.
sentinel over
There
here.
you go.
The All-Father
Listen
blesses
up,
you.
people have been through here.
Pathfinder will continue your training. I will see you again, my fellow fighter. We may even shed blood together.
Where's this Pathfinder person?
Let's go that way.
Sorry, wait, what? Oh, over there?
Looks like it.
It does feel snappier than Valorant did the first time I played Valorant, anyway. I have not spent any time in
Hi,
Apex
friend.
Legends.
I'm Pathfinder. I'm excited to fight you in the ring, but first, let me give you some helpful tips. Working together in a squad is very
cute.
important and very fun. Here is your squad mate, a digital utility Mockman Intelligent Example, or Dummy for short. During a match, you or your teammates can get knocked down. But don't worry, with skill, everyone can have the chance to be revived. Just
Let's
approach
explore
your
this
dummy
way.
and hold the prompt button on your HUD to revive them.
Revive him!
Great! Welcome back, dummy! Now here's a good thing to know. Each one of us has a
Back me up, Doc.
unique tactical ability. You are Lifeline, and you have a health drone that distributes health to anyone next to it.
That's cool.
Great job. Helping out your squad is the best, but sometimes they die.
Oh.
Don't worry too much. You still have a chance to bring your friend back. Approach Dummy's stash and grab their banner.
Might be something good this way.
Great! You can use that banner to bring back your friend through any active respawn beacon.
I'm not sure I follow that,
Use
but
the
alright.
respawn beacon, and when prompted, hold for activation. Be careful. It takes some time to contact the dropship. You could get shot. That wouldn't be good. You did it. Here they come.
Dropship. What's the dropship bringing?
That dummy is coming back.
Hmm.
Welcome
That's
back,
how we-
Gravity
Dummy. Here's
doesn't
another
come into
thing.
play.
Like our tactical abilities, each of us has an ultimate ability that you can use when it's ready. As Lifeline, your ultimate calls in a Lifeline package that delivers all types of defensive loot from large health kits to high-tier body armor. Looks like Dummy needs some stuff. Call in your Lifeline package to help them out.
Am I not hitting it? Oh. Sure. Did that not do it?
Nah,
Here it comes.
Okay. Huh.
Approach it and open it up. Grab what you need
Man,
or ping
I want
items
that
for
in
your
real
friends.
life,
That's all
but
for me. Great work. Remember,
I want it
each
for,
one of us has
tacos.
different tactical and ultimate abilities, so give us all
I mean,
a
imagine
try.
if your ultimate
I get
ability
to
was
use
to
zip
summon
lines to
tacos
reach high places
wherever
and
you
move
were.
quickly.
That sounds
That would be amazing.
amazing.
See you in the ring. Bye.
Especially with guac.
Guac is pretty nice.
You know, my favorite way to make guac is I get the pico de gallo from Los Gallos, or I pick it up at Jay's Farm Stand, and just mix it with avocado and put a little cumin in it. That's all you need
Oh
to do.
man, that sounds amazing.
It's so I'm
that
so
sounds pretty
hungry
good.
right now.
Sorry.
Oh, I've already started on the food. I should have ate a snack.
You should have.
I should.
Okay, so I finished training, so I get to do. I can play now.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. So I don't see a. Oh, I do have some friends. So this is just Steam friends, I think.
What do you mean Steam friends?
So I installed Apex from the Steam store, which is a video game. Okay, she says okay, I need to add. So I'm Biptoot. Yeah, and that's my icon, Ismail. Biptoot with the goofy little blue cartoon guy. So I installed Apex through Steam, but there are several different places where you can buy video games. In this case, since it's distributed by a publisher named Electronic Arts, they have a specific subset of stores where you can get it. I just got mine from Steam. And so if you're using the built-in friend system, you just got to make sure to do it through there. So.
Okay.
I can also add you directly, Ismail, if you want to send me your account name. Or if anybody else is out there and is interested in joining my crew, I have a pretty strict requirement. You have to be alive, and then you're on my team. But if you can pass that, then you're in. Hey, there we go.
Yay! Yes. Bangalore.
So I get to be Bangalore now. Yeah. Okay, great. Yes. Ismail, are we using in-game chat? Or how do I make you party leader? Or are you party leader? I don't know what the next step is. Do we play trios? Duos? Wait, do I load
That is
into
a
the
fierce
game?
stare.
Or do you? Who's party leader? We doing duos? That is a pretty fierce stare. I like I like Ismail's like aloof boredom.
Yes. He looks like a, I don't know, what's the Greek god Icarus that flew too close to the sun?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
You better not romp with me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if Zancities plays Apex. He is so good at FPS games, at like strategy games like this. Game chat and Discord at the same time. I could add a mic for the in-game chat, but I think I should be able to hear you. I might get a little bit of a delay just because of some of our broadcast equipment. But let me see if I can do that. And you're going to hear me chatting a lot because I'm also talking. Oh, I readied up. Settings, audio, open mic. Okay, so now I'm using in-game chat. Can you hear me, Ismail?
Yes.
Hey, there you are. Wonder if I can turn you up. All right, can you give me a sound check real quick? Say, tell me your favorite color and why is it pink? Just kidding, that's my favorite color. No, but say something so I can check your audio level. Oh,
We'll win this thing together. Semper Fi or die.
Hello, can you hear me?
hey, now I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All aboard the Ock train.
So are you guys playing against each other?
Introducing your champion.
I had no idea. I thought I selected duos.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So similar to Warzone or something similar.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a game that compares to this one.
Patience.
Did you
Just
jump?
But I played this game since it came out.
Okay.
I just had to. On my other account, on my PS4, I'm using Xbox right now, but on my PS4, I'm level 500, and I forgot I had to update it.
Okay.
Vámonos!
So as soon as you land, yeah, you already know you have to find the gun.
Okay.
And
Yeah, Warzone-y.
yeah,
We have to
there's-
deploy a shoot? No, we land automatically. Okay.
it's battle royale.
Attention. First blood.
There's gonna be other duos that we have to
First
fight.
fatality. Let the games begin.
The person that you're using has the ability to shoot smoke. And
Okay.
her ultimate ability is. Oh no, you'll be able to see it in the settings. You have to go to Legends. You can read their things.
How do I get rid of a weapon if I want to? It's E, isn't it? Yeah, got it. Okay, looks like my ult is charging. Where to? Lead the way.
I'm gonna loot, so I'm just gonna walk around.
New kill
Okay.
leader appointed. New kill leader.
Is this similar
Wait.
to the other games that like there's a circle that's gonna close in?
I bet there is a circle, yeah.
The highest rank of shield is red, and that takes the most damage. The lowest is white.
Do I have to equip shields, or do they auto-equip?
Yeah. You have a shield, but if you don't have one, you can do damage enough to get a shield.
How do you equip when you have one?
You're playing on PC, so I don't know your
Gotcha.
control. There's a fight.
So you're trying to
Yeah, down here.
Are you trying to outlast other people or just have the most stuff?
Outlast them. We will be fighting people soon. They're gonna find us. Right now we're trying to get good weapons. Let me know, Ismail, if you see a better gun.
Okay.
I have a flatline and a havoc.
1 minute. Rings nearby. 45 seconds. Ring ain't far.
Just make sure they get a lot of ammo. Oh yeah, that's your ability that I was talking about.
Okay,
It's good from
I shouldn't have used that.
Oops.
You have 2 of them, so
30 seconds until the ring closes. You like cutting it close,
They,
huh?
I forgot
dig
how long
that.
it takes to charge, but I think it's like 30 seconds for both of them. Oh, somebody's reviving.
Where are they?
They're right behind us, in front of us.
Not too far from ring. Got 10.
Yeah, they're over here.
Throwing jump pad. Firing.
Warning.
Down that one. Reloading.
Ring's moving. Hustle up.
Okay.
I'm down.
He had a
Wow.
better
Live
shield.
on. I've seen ghosts around here.
So is it of, so we placed 19 out of 50? And do we want to stay in and spectate, or do we want to head back to lobby? Well, if you're there, I'm not hearing you, Ismail.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Yeah. Okay. When that red thing that was above my name, like when we died, that means I disconnected. So that's why he couldn't hear me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, you'd already left and gone back to the lobby. Okay.
Yeah,
How do I make
okay,
you squad leader?
I think you have to. I have to leave and you join me.
I like the.
Okay. Well, let's do that. I'm gonna guess that you're. So yeah, send me an invite. That's this is like snappier gameplay. I'm liking it.
What do you mean by snappy?
I mean it feels quicker. Like the movement, it's a really nice blend between the sort of the bright, colorful cartooniness that you get from, like, say, Overwatch, but with quicker, like the everything feels like it has more impact or more oomph behind it. It's just sort of like a hyped up, a little bit grittier, but it still has that colorfulness to it that makes it fun instead of a depressing, game.
Yeah. I'll explain the legends if you want, the ones that have already.
Yeah, so they have like stories behind them, right? Like they've done world building.
Yeah. Wait, which ones do you have? You haven't got any, right?
So I have Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Lifeline, Pathfinder, Wraith, and Bangalore, and I'm guessing those are just the default unlocks.
Wraith is really good for running away because her ability, she phases into like a another. I don't know what to call it, but she becomes invincible. Like she can't get shot or anything. She just runs. But the bad side about it is that you can't shoot. You can only run
Right.
for about like.
And is that an ultimate
10
where
seconds.
you have to save up that ability?
No, that's a one that takes 15-30 seconds to load, but the ultimate for her is a portal which you can set and place. I forgot what the distance was, but you can use it to get places, but it's really
Okay,
good
so
for
kind of
attacking because you can use it to go back if you're pretty low on health. That's what I use it for, at least.
okay. And I think
And
Euro, the new hero in Valorant, does that, and that sounds a little bit like Symmetra to me from
yeah,
Overwatch.
and Pathfinder, the one that you seen in the training camp,
Yeah.
the robot man, he grapples, and like he's a person to run away and like go on and attack at bottles because he has a grapple that swings into. It's kind of hard to explain it, but he can get places around with his grapple, and his ultimate is a grappling gun, and you can use that grapple as many times as you want, Wraith, like Wraith, but hers is limited time though.
Gotcha.
And
So,
lifelines. Yeah, go ahead. You can go.
so I played Bangalore thinking that a soldier would be the best sort of start legend since I don't know when to use an ultimate. I don't even know what all the ultimates are. Would you recommend a different player, like maybe more of a support character, or
Most beginners use Lifeline. She's pretty good.
okay,
Her abilities are the healing drone and the drop. And when you heal the person that's down, you can actually fight and heal at the same time because that robot she has, it like heals for you and you can fight at the same time, so you don't have to heal
okay,
the actual person. Your robot can do it. That's her tactical ability.
all right,
And
I'm in.
Gibraltar
Yeah.
is the one that has the big armor. He throws the dome, and it's like a shield that will last for like about 15 seconds. And his special is like Bangalore's, but his are rockets that drop right away.
I just do the job.
And Bloodhound's ability is scanning, which he's really good at because he's a hunter. And he can find footprints in where battles have been before if he just looks at the ground if he's seen
Also,
people
he looks
nearby.
super cool.
Yeah,
That
he's really
is
good
just
at
a
finding
really
people.
cool design.
Yeah. His special ability is Beast of the Hunt, where he transforms into a ultimate hunter, and I can't explain that one. You can go to the legends list, and there should be a button where it tells you that says view skills.
Enhances your senses, allowing you to see gold tracks and move faster. Knockdowns extend duration.
Yeah, you can look at all of those if by talking about these were too complicated.
No.
But
It makes sense. I mean,
most of them
you
do.
gave me an abbreviated overview of at least the players the legends that I have access to. Okay, so I am going to go with Lifeline. Do you want to jump in another duos?
Yes.
I'll try not to die so fast this time.
It's okay. I know you're new.
Yeah. Hopefully we're not playing ranked, right? Like, so I'm not tanking your rating. Hopefully.
Oh, I forgot to switch to duos.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's do this.
I wish for one thing. Results.
We're in this together. Remember that.
This is your champion.
Test me. I encourage this.
So
I'm the jump master. Follow me.
I already forget the third character's name, but the N8TIV3, is that like a computer? That's not another person, is it?
No, that's Ismail.
Oh, who's Samwell?
Yeah, who is Samwell? Is that just a rando?
Yeah, I forgot
I
to
love this part. Holy!
Yeah. So we loaded
Oh,
in
okay.
as trios, and so it's Ismail and I plus a random third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Samwell. How do y'all communicate with that person?
And what they do, they have these things called pop-up. And if you just got a little better,
First fatality. Let the games begin.
Countdown.
Probably not where I need to go.
Adding another gas trap.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Show off. Eva, shotgun here.
Grenade.
oh. There's people attacking your.
Leaving a gas trap behind.
Look
Oh.
out, grenade!
A very good
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Samwell.
lost one. Pity.
they came out of nowhere.
Ismail, is there a chance to recover you?
Yeah, you can grab my banner, but there's people on my shoulders.
So I should really just beat Cheeks.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
The trap is set. This will follow. My vision is clear.
45 seconds. Rings.
I still see everything. Deploying.
Doesn't seem that good.
This is for posterity, so be honest. How do you feel?
Yeah, our teammate, the enemy also has him, and specialty is gas. He can throw traps, and his special is a cloud of gas that lasts up to like 10 seconds, I think.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
And other users like him are resistant to gas too.
Wow, I'm really bad. Alright. Okay. Deal me in for another duos. If we can. I don't... Oh. Can you deal us in for another duos rather than a
Yeah.
trios? That way, because I'm going to leave my push to talk on open mic. And like, I don't want to... Yeah, I just don't want to annoy somebody. Yeah, okay, so what are the signs that I'm going to need to... What should I be listening for to know if somebody's nearby?
Grenades, which are throwables. There's arc stars, and I'm pretty sure you'll know by the sounds of it. It's like a... It sounds like it's gonna go off, so you'll know it's a grenade / throwable. And then there's a thermite, which is...
Yeah, I saw the thermites in the training.
I don't remember what that is. What's a thermite again?
It's a grenade.
Hmm.
Just different types of grenades.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. One's the thermite, which will...
I haven't found my limit.
It like burns you, and it can take away your shield too. But not all of it. I think it goes up to like 50 damage. And then grenades are just grenades. They explode and damage you. And
introducing
the arc stars,
I know more
they
than
can
you'll ever
stick
know.
to you, so you can't... Oh, sorry, not anything like that.
I'm the jump master.
So do people, in general, start with grenades when they're farther away and then switch to guns when they close the distance?
I say people usually use guns than grenades, but most people prefer to use throwables too. It kind of depends on the fight.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to explain that too.
So hearing grenades is not a for sure sign that somebody's near. I might just hear their gunfire first. But there's no like footsteps that are...
They... Okay, I got one. You can kill it. So you can hear the walking.
New kill leader. Go on, watch
Is she real? Like, is that a real player?
Yeah.
Is she...
I just knocked her down.
Okay, so she's not dead.
No.
That one's out for the count. Reloading.
Yeah, I think you got a thermite, right? I think so. I'm not sure.
I think so too, yeah.
It's a red... It looks like a red pill.
Health drone if you need it.
No, I want to equip my shield. How do I do that?
You...
No, that's not what I want. How do I get that back? I don't, do I? It just times out.
No, you can't. That's the one thing I don't think about that either. Okay, so white is the lowest. Blue is after white. Then after blue, it's purple. That's by rank. So, like I said, red is the best shield you can get.
I hear footsteps, or are those you?
Yeah, no, it's me. They have the footsteps on like their enemies, which I don't really like about that. Because it always gets me too. So this is a sniper. This is a assault rifle. That is a heavy gun, which will make you slow when you shoot at them.
Contact with target.
Oops. I gotta stop
This
singing.
is a mag turret, which will give it more capacity for ammo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about explaining the guns too. So all of the guns have mags from white to purple. And
I hear
purple's the
gunfire
best
outside.
one. Oh yeah, right there.
Gold company, and they're not here to sell me chickens.
Oh, they're fighting.
So probably in our best bet to wait for them and not jump in unnecessarily, right? Ooh.
I'm trying to think of what's best to do. I say third party, but they're not exactly fighting. They're just doing it from a distance.
Okay. Well,
Say one, we're all inside this ring.
where did you get... Oh, so we are inside the ring. We don't have to worry.
Yeah. We're in the ring.
Attention, delivering care package.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
Oh, they're going in. On the
Yeah, I
other
see
team.
him.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, I got him.
Grenade out! Grenade out!
Yeah, I feel like if we try to attack, then the other team will get us.
Do we have access to vehicles in this game?
In the other map that we were in before, it was like that all white one. They have a thing called a vehicle called a Trident, and it can get you around the map pretty fast.
What is that purple ring on the HUD?
Oh, on the map?
Yeah.
That's the drops. What are they called? They're called care packages, and they all came from the sky, and they have, since it was purple, they have purple rarity guns and shields in there. It's kind of hard to explain that.
That makes sense, though. We're about to have company?
It's like Fortnite with the box that comes from the sky.
Right.
When you open it.
Yeah, I see movement over to the right.
Yeah, they're right here too. I can't tell if they're fighting or not. There's 3 teams out there now.
The killer has been eliminated.
Jump that out!
Yeah, there's 3 teams out there. And they have purple shields too.
Okay, so that's not a good sign.
They have the difference between all the shields, I think, is their 25 damage difference of all of them.
What's that sound mean?
That's Gibraltar's ultimate.
Okay.
That's what it's doing right now.
It's not an elevator from someone in our building coming up to kill us. That's primarily what I was worried about.
Oh, they're coming. Get in. I thought we were gonna play with other new players, but I guess we're playing with all sorts of levels.
Squads are toast.
Oh, it's a
You
cost
need a
6,
heal?
so you gotta watch out. Oh no, I forgot I have these. They're right under us.
Gunfire from behind.
They're barricading themselves under us. In the... with the traps.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
So they're gonna be hard to get.
Do you have a plan? I don't have a plan. My plan is to hide or defend myself. That's about it.
We can try to run, but we have teams all over us. Oh, we can run over here.
Where?
Use this jump pad over here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my person's ability.
I'm getting shot at.
Okay, down here's good. Oh, never mind, there's a bunch of fighters down here.
Oh, cool.
Holy cow.
That's not the gun I want.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't know they came in like that.
So many times this show I've heard it just Israel go, oh. Oh. Ralph died. Oh.
Hey, number 9.
So
That's
good.
an improvement.
That's
we got better
great.
than last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The person I was shooting at was really laggy. That's how...
I'll level up though. I'll take that. Oh, what's this? What did I get? Those things are so noisy.
Oh, the Apex stuff?
Yeah.
I see that you had you got a legendary, and the yellow ones are the legendary, so...
I did. It was,
Mirage skin.
yeah.
But you haven't unlocked him yet.
That was the guy that was dancing at the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't look like somebody I would hang out with.
His specialty, I'll tell you the other ones. He's really good at cloning, and you can control those clones too to make it, like, it copies your every movement, and enemies will think that it's you, but it's actually a clone. And the special
So is it... Go ahead.
Yeah, his special ability is him making a bunch of clones, and people actually get really confused about it. But his tactical ability is just making one clone.
Does the clone have a gun that can shoot ammo? Like, is it a real thing or is it an illusion?
Yeah, it's an illusion.
Still pretty cool. All right, 19 and then number 9. I want to be number 6 this time.
You can do it!
I mean, it's pretty ambitious. I'm probably going to be 23. But hiding seems to be smart, similar to like PUBG.
I thought there would be a lot of noobs, and I thought wrong. Or they're just like me and just makes another account just to...
Right. Just playing on an alt.
We have no choice but to win.
You know, I am gonna go back to Bangalore. I actually, she was pretty cool. But no idea what her. Go ahead.
A lot of people use her smoke, the one that you did earlier, to hide in it or
Introducing your champion.
Right.
Stay on me. I'm the jump master.
So the enemies don't see you,
This time.
It's kind of hard to see through it, so that's what they use it for.
This is a cool map design. I like the rock barriers. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes it very specific subzones where you could put in choke points.
Let's land here. Here we go. Ready up.
I also prefer this following by default, unlike Warzone where you have to keep up. It just lets you know when somebody jumps.
First blood. Tastes like victory.
Okay, so I hope we find better stuff here.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's far.
Should I not be going this far away from you?
No, it's fine. I can catch up to you.
I'm just looking for guns.
I found a couple over here.
Alternator Eva 8 here.
The audio cues are pretty nice for people that aren't using voice comms. That's cool.
Mm.
R99 here.
I think this is the, yeah, I'm just in the same spot I was in. How do we get in there?
Alright, you turn open
yeah.
the door.
No, I was reading the sign about safety routines. I am a stickler for personal safety. Just kidding.
The sniper that you got,
Yeah.
If you have 2 shields, then it's really good at shield breaking because it has a thing called...
Kill leader. Watch for them.
I forgot what it's called. I think there's people by us.
Ring's closing in 1.
Oh,
Where?
never mind. No, I was just hearing your footsteps.
Oh. So
yeah,
I have an L-Star and a Sentinel. Do I want this M600 Spitfire?
Spitfire
45
is
seconds. Ring's far.
light machine gun, so they're pretty slow. With the
What about the
LMG
Eva
that we
8?
have, the Eva 8, it's a shotgun, so it does a lot of spread damage. So it's really good for close combat.
Okay. Well, then I'm
LMG
gonna
is
stick with my
mid-range.
L-Star and the Sentinel.
Yeah, Sentinel is far range, but you need to find the right scope for it.
Optics here. Sniper.
The scope over here is what it can use. So you can shoot or see from a farther distance. Switch
Do we need to
guns
move?
and you'll see the scope.
Rings coming in.
Oh, that is
And
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to move. We're
New kill leader.
not that far from
Call him
the
if you spot him.
Care package coming in.
We can use
You
this.
guys are here. Let's make a choice.
And land here.
Where?
Oh, over here.
Might be something good this way.
All right.
And you can... Oh yeah, and you can climb too after that. And you can use this zip line. I don't know what button you use to use it.
That sounds like my character's carrying a water bottle, which I'd hope that they would think that hydration is important.
Yeah.
Where did you get to?
Oh.
There you are. I went past you.
I think they're the gas cans, I think, or it's the... I think that's what it is. Not gas, but smoke cans. When she shoots them.
Well, it says that ultimate is charged, so let me know if I need to be using it for something.
We can use it to run away from a fight, or use it on people who are just out in the open.
That box over there.
There was a fight over here. Oh shoot, the ring. I forgot.
How much do we need to be worried? We need to get moving?
We can take this jump,
There's a jump tower here. Half gone, half
which
left.
will get you around places too. I think we should land over here.
Let's explore this way.
And there, we're almost there.
Man, the lack of fall damage is nice. I mean, I get that it's more realistic, but...
Yeah.
Do you run faster if you're holding just a grenade as opposed to a heavy gun?
Yeah, it's like... Oh, sorry, I keep cutting out.
You're fine.
Oh yeah. No, if you don't hold a weapon, then that will make you faster.
How do you put away your weapon so you run fastest?
You hold the weapon button, like when you bring it out, you just have to hold it. No, not that. When you try to switch weapons, I meant. You just have to hold it.
Shotgun ammo here. Spreads just right. Scouting for gear here.
No, I'm not doing it right.
Void running.
Oh well.
Shoot.
What was that? Are you wraithing around? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Follow the tunnel.
this.
Off the mic.
Round 2.
Portal placed.
Countdown.
Already inside.
They're probably gonna go through here.
Replicator
Portal here.
delivered.
Replicator
Like I
incoming.
said,
see
they
'em.
can use it to go back. I'm gonna go look really quick. They fell, so I say use it.
Watch your
Oh,
The portal?
never mind.
Phasing.
Putting lead downrange.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! Did that hurt?
I did not see them. Dead as a can of Spam.
Dang.
Man.
One good thing, we just got a esports recruitment form filled out.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah,
I
just saw it.
That's one good thing. We placed 11th actually, so not as I was predicting 23rd. So, and hoping
Nice.
for 6th. 11th is a little closer on the scale to what I wanted. Yeah, and that is one good thing. One bad thing is that I realized just how soft and pink I am as a piece of meat that bullets hit and then I immediately die. Like, as I'm running around like thinking I'm sneaky, I'm like, okay, when like it starts going down, just remember you gotta like crouch and slide and jump a lot to stay out of the way of the bullets. And then I get in the fight and I'm like, and I just like I clench up. I don't do that in games that I'm good at, but in new games, I just have to learn all over again to fight that urge to like clench up. However, I do want to take a second and talk a little bit about esports. We did just get a recruiting form. Ismail, we are going to be right back to a couple of more rounds of Apex Legends. I think I'm actually starting to get my feet in this game, and it's pretty cool. I really do like the feel, the look and feel of the game. I originally, when I first heard the Apex was introduced, I originally thought, okay, well, this is a derivative. We'll see if it catches on. But it's totally got its own unique flavor. It feels like dustier too somehow. Like it's got this sort of like future
Grit.
Yeah, it does. But I digress. So one of the things that I talk to people about when I talk about GHC esports is some people just have no idea, what does an esports student actually do? And I want to talk about that for just a second. So when you're in this program, you generally play in a season. There's a fall season and then there's a winter spring seasons kind of smushed together. You start towards the end of your winter quarter and you play through to the beginning of the spring quarter. A season is anywhere from 5 to 10 weeks. It usually includes a 1 or 2 week preseason and then a 1 or 2 week playoff season. And then the final week is usually reserved for the championships. During that season, you will get a weekly game. And depending on the game title you're playing in, you will play a certain number of series. So like Rocket League, for example, is a best of 7 series. So when Grace Harbor College gets matched up against, say, our friends at Hawkeye Community College over in Iowa, we play a best of 7, and the first team to get 4 consecutive matches wins and takes that series. And it goes on their record for wins. And then you play a different team next week. So that's the bare minimum from a league point of view. But as far as a program is concerned, we do additional things. We do scrims, which are scrimmages against other colleges. We do regular practices, and then we also work with virtual coaches. And this is something you're going to find that Grace Harbor College does that's pretty unique among community colleges. I know some 4-years are doing this. In addition to having dedicated coaching staff, we hire the best talent we can get from around the world to work directly with our players. And I actually have a video put together. Let's take a look and see what some of that coaching looks like for 2 of our titles, Rocket League and Valorant. Here we go.
You don't necessarily have to stop at the back post, but just slow yourself down a little bit here, because you see you're kind of keeping yourself close to supersonic and you pull yourself really, really close. That's the danger of that, because again, just getting too close to that next challenge or that next play puts you in a spot where one touch can get right past you.
Yeah. Cypher should always make aggressive things in main, and what I mean by it is that he's standing there. Yes, he is, for example, this freestyle barrier. He throws his camera there. He checks this angle, and he can slowly begin to push here. He can even throw his cage there, so he can check wine. that's how he should take A main.
I think if you kind of commit to coming, like run this route to the back post so that you're facing the play as it comes towards you, there's more option here. But as you pull yourself closer and closer, again, it's the same concept of the line of scrimmage. You kind of have to make sure that you don't get beat by that pass, and it just kind of it just puts you in a tough spot mechanically.
So, I don't know, Marcy, if you've ever had a behind-the-scenes peek at what some of those coaching sessions look like, but they go anywhere from 60 minutes to 2 hours, where we go really, really in-depth over all of the decision-making between one team on the field and the other team on the field in order to improve as a player. I mean, our commitment at this program is about player growth, not just in terms of how good are you at your title now when you come in, but how good can you become? Like if you're, even if you're lower ranked, you're not that great of a player. If you're invested in growing and getting better, I want to work with you. I want to connect you with pro coaches, with a team that is non-toxic, in an environment where we're all trying to come up with the same win objective, where we practice regularly, where we run through these drills, and we face opposition over and over again until we overcome it. In addition to just the playing part of it, we want to help you succeed academically. Academics come first, esports comes second. Well, actually, I guess I would say academics, family, and then esports comes next. And, we want our players to come in with the rest of that stuff taken care of so they can really focus on their game while they're here. And when you're outside of here, you're focusing on your program, on your study, like making sure that you're getting the grades you need in those classes. But while you're here, we want to give you everything we possibly can. That's why our arena, where I'm sitting tonight, is stocked with top-of-the-line computers, with gaming chairs. The equipment is all in perfect working order. We make sure that it's serviced and is ready to go when you get here, because we want to see how far you can go. How far can we push you? And that extends all across the board. We had a pretty fun conversation in here earlier this week where one of my players and I were just talking about imperialism, like historical imperialism. And it's like the ability to bounce ideas off people. I mean, it's all organized around this idea of you growing as a person and as a player and as a student and as an individual. And I am really fortunate to be involved in this program. And I'm excited to see people that are ready to grow, what happens when they come into it. So if that fits you, or if some part of you identifies with that, drop us a line. Head on over to ghc.edu/esports, fill out that recruiting form, and get in touch. We're offering 5 titles. We're shooting for 5 titles this season: Rocket League, Overwatch, League of Legends, Valorant, and oh my gosh, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I almost forgot one of my favorite titles. And so we totally want to work with you. If you're interested in graphics or visual design, definitely want to work with you. Get you in here on our broadcast team. If you're into data analysis and number crunching, you need to get in here and be part of our stats team. You don't have to be a high-end game player to be involved with our esports program and start building those skills that go on a resume, build that portfolio that you can take out into the job world and show people some of the successes that you've already accomplished as part of this program. So that'll end my spiel. I did want to say that before we get into the next game. Ismail, you still there? You still ready to carry me for another one? I said, oh, he can't hear me because I'm not in the game. Shoot. Well, I'm going to head back on over to Apex Legends and let's jump into a couple more matches of duos here. Ismail, are you there?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I think it was I that couldn't hear him. I think he could hear everything that I said. Too much broadcast equipment, too many microphones. Okay, I'm in. I'm ready. Bring it on.
2 more games because I forgot I had some homework that I didn't finish last night.
That sounds like a smart choice. Let's do 2 games and then we'll call it good. But we'll need to get number 1 twice. No biggie.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Yeah, the artwork of this game does make me more curious about the lore. I know there's a rich lore in Overwatch. I have not looked into it at all, and I haven't been that curious to look into it. But I am I guess the map design more than the character design for me is encouraging me to find out. Okay, well, what is the storyline behind this?
Introducing your champion.
All right, Marcy, I've come up with a cunning new plan. You want to hear it?
All right, I'm ready to hear it.
Number 1, I'm not gonna die, and number 2, I'm gonna kill everybody else.
It's
Pretty
foolproof.
solid plan.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see no holes.
Yeah, flawless.
Hey, look at this. I won. It must be my birthday.
It's like it looks terrifying, but still like a really beautiful landscape.
Yeah, it does. All right, and then my third plan, Marcy, I'm gonna keep my earballs peeled for the sound of other people, and that way they won't surprise me this time.
Yeah.
Round. Attention. First blood.
First blood. Good thing it's not us.
I like how they say first blood like a loading dock at a transportation facility or something. Now arriving, flight 45. Someone has just been killed horrifically by getting shot in the face.
Watch your
Oh, no. It makes me think of
Champions out, huh? Throne's ours for
now I don't even remember what movie. Some Ben Stiller movie. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Right. Ismail, you're up above. I went down the zip line. Should I get up there with you?
If there's no shield
Nope,
down
you made it
here.
down.
Yeah. Okay, the shield's over here.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, did I forget to mention that he can level up the shields? So if you do enough damage, then it goes up in rarity.
Oh, nice. Okay, do we need to
And-
go up higher floors? So you can
I'll
level
see
up the
if there's
shields.
anybody nearby.
Is it by finding
Yeah,
shields or by...
You can by shooting and getting damage in. Okay. This one's a pretty good one too.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
All right, I'll swap it.
"45 seconds. Rings just up ahead."
Have
I
you
did find the
figured
button.
out the storage situation, like what you can carry and how much you can hold in the bag.
Half a minute.
No, not really.
I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, there's people here.
Hostile right here.
Okay. Looks like they left the building.
Rings around the corner. Take
They're right there.
hostile close. Throwing
They see us?
grenade.
Well, now they do.
Yeah.
You're not a good neighbor.
Warning. New movement in
They don't know
progress.
our exact location yet.
Listen up, the rings
Well, let's not get
Oh, never
seen.
mind. They have a bloodhound. And bloodhounds can do that. They can find you that
Care
easily.
package being delivered.
Oh, there's another team.
There's a care package coming down.
They're right here. I got one.
Hope that's not my gun.
Oh, you got him.
That was the whole squad.
Of course I did. I'm like super good at this game. Oh, god damn it.
Revive!
Okay, I'm on my way. Let's heal. Oh, that's not good.
Is there a command to medkit?
Okay, I got him. Wow. That means my heart
Thank you.
is... Okay, here's a good shield.
Level 2.
Wait, that one's blue, right? Isn't that the one that I want?
The purple one over here in this box.
Oh. Alright.
It's the third highest ranking shield. The one after that is the gold one, then after that is the red one that takes the most damage.
Okay, now I'm seeing how you organize your equipment with the quick swap
This
window.
is the person that... Oh no, you found out how to get in your bag.
Yeah? Ish?
It shows all the stuff that you have. Oh no, that's the enemy.
Come get some. Doesn't get better than that.
So, I don't know what the settings would be for you on your PC, but...
Did I activate? No, you did the med kit. You're healing me. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm so not very fast at this.
Okay, we need to keep moving the rings.
Alright.
Oh, somebody came in the vault already.
Oh, that's the ring.
Yeah.
Oh no, I went the wrong way.
He went in the loot vault. The first ring doesn't do as much damage as with the other ring. So this one's really light damage done.
Well, I still have decided I don't like it.
Yeah, the more the... Oh, there's people here. They're right here. But they didn't see me yet. It's like Fortnite, when the rings get smaller, the more damage it will do. Got one. Hey, the other teammate should be around.
Got a replicator coming down.
There's another team here. Watch out.
I hear him. I don't see him. I got my earballs peeled. I can just see Marcy's expression, wondering what is an earball.
Yeah, I was
Oh god,
like,
they're right in front of the
what?
body.
What is this?
Watch out.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Hey, let's run.
Oh, sure. I'm good at running.
Get that kill, so... Okay, ammo. That's what I needed.
Up here?
Oh! That's over.
Where from? I don't see where it's from.
The person's almost low. One of them are almost low. Yeah, you can get it.
Target. Reload.
I finished him.
They reloaded.
You can take that. That's,
Oh, is that you?
that's me.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought it was another person. I was just like in
You can
survival
take
mode. All right. I feel so stupid.
1 minute. Rings nearby.
So the thing about the gold shield, you can, if you use your healing stuff, it doubles the amount.
Healing. Watch my back.
45 seconds. Rings close.
Double timing.
Oh wow.
Last one down and a boom boom.
3-0. Rings close.
Okay, here.
Health drone if you need.
I'm trying to use a syringe. Thank you. We need to get moving though because of the ring, right?
Yeah.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. Search for shield, healing ya. Just giving my shield a recharge. 10 seconds. Rings to
I
take.
damaged them a lot, so I don't think they're coming.
Okay.
Oh, watch out, don't hit that. That's bad.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Reloading.
Listen,
Oh my
I
God.
just
1 sec. Using my Phoenix key.
Oh no, I forgot about the ring.
how do we get
That's
out?
the good thing about your...
Care
yeah.
package incoming. Let's get to the LZ.
Use a Phoenix kit. I think it's the...
Using a Phoenix kit.
Yeah, but I can't do that and run at the same time.
You swap out, not swap out. You can change your...
Yeah, I dropped the gun.
Patching myself up a bit.
To change your healing thing, you have to hold 4. I'm pretty sure that's what your
They
settings
got
are.
me. I'm down.
Hold
Yeah,
4.
I'm not gonna make it.
Second shield, you'll be alright.
Oh no, the run is not far anymore.
Replicator on
I
the
have
way
a
down.
gold bag, so when I pick you up, you get shields and health. That's what a golden
Has the shield
backpack
stabilized?
is. Yeah. So you hold 4 and you switch to the blue shield cells. And press 4.
I'm trying.
Oh, you don't have any.
There we
Using
go.
a Phoenix kit.
This is what you need.
Thank you.
Okay, never mind. You have full health now. Just pick them up.
Yeah. Got him. Where you at? There you are. Okay.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Health drone if you need.
We need to move, yeah.
Okay, so the shield cells, the blue ones that when you hold
That
on to
charges-
forward, you'll
Next
see
door.
the blue ones.
45.
Yeah, yeah.
It usually does 1 shield, like the slot you see below. Like
Okay.
it does 1 shield, but with the gold shield that you have now, it
Not far
does
from the
2
ring.
at a
Half a
time.
minute.
So that's what makes the shield good. The gold shield. In regular meds, it doesn't do that much. Okay, I forgot how to explain that one.
I'm still
I'm really
sticking with
bad
my
at
plan of
explaining.
not dying and killing everybody, so it's working out for me so far.
Yeah.
We're in the new spot, right?
Good work.
Ooh,
We're inside
blue
the next
armor.
ring.
The blue armor is below.
What I have?
Yeah. The
Okay.
shield that you have is better.
Care
Oh,
package
there's
touching
another.
down.
So,
They usually carry rare platforms.
Extra supplies over here.
Oh, you can go.
there's somebody down there on the ground. Under that
Yeah,
that ramp. Oh, that was you. Sorry. Yeah, they're coming over now. They're crossing.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I hear them. Just keep doing that, then you won't get hurt.
Behind me.
I got one.
Enemy down.
Coming.
Recharging my shields.
They're inside. Coming out now.
There's another Bangalore with you out here. I got both of them. One
Okay.
of them has a gold. All right.
Is that good?
Kill him. God.
Whole squad taken out. I like what I see.
We got the top 3 so far.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
I see him down below. There's 2 teams fighting. Come out here on the balcony.
Okay.
45.
They
I'm
just
gonna-
took somebody down.
Then
We should dive in there, right?
I'm gonna loot really quick.
Okay, I'll keep my eye on them.
'Cause I have one
Yeah,
more on
there they
the-
go.
30 seconds.
Now they know that we're here because I missed them with every bullet I fired. I'm really bad.
Okay, I'm on my way.
They're
Oh,
coming
they're
up the
coming,
stairway
okay.
right now.
Oh,
Yes!
I didn't know he was
You are
Boom,
Apex
baby.
champions.
Hootie hoo!
Yeah,
Oh,
hootie hoo.
1-2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Your prediction is coming to fulfillment.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, that might be a good place to end it. Number one, because I need to get out of here so custodial staff can clean. But then number two, Ismail has some homework, and I did just say academics above gaming.
Right, right.
Can we just hang on for a second? I want to savor this moment.
Yeah.
Number one.
Congrats, you guys.
Well, I mean, it was mostly me. Ismail was along for the ride. I was carrying him. Sure, that's what happened. Sure. Ismail, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for carrying me to champion. I cannot believe that I got number one. I honestly thought that I was going to be unsavable. Basically, that you wouldn't be able to carry me to one. This I am completely
Yeah.
pleased. Yeah, I am super pleased.
Yeah, now that we got a 1, I think I'm gonna go now.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks for carrying me, man. Super appreciated.
Yeah.
Thanks for gaming with us
You're welcome.
tonight.
Yeah. Have a good night,
See you
man.
later. You too.
See ya. Oh, yeah.
Bask in your glory.
Just another night where I'm number one. You know, like how it normally goes. No big. Yeah, that is actually a pretty cool game. I struggled with Warzone because it didn't feel like when I was saying the controls for Apex feel snappy. I'm comparing that to Warzone, and it feels more responsive and I guess more intuitive, like moving around and doing the things I need to do. Warzone just required me to devote brain time to translating the interface, and Apex is I'm just in and I'm able to play, and the interface gets out of the way and I'm allowed to move a little bit more freely. And I'm sure that I'm still a complete noob compared to somebody who's got like say 80 hours or 500 hours in Apex. I got nothing on them, but I can see the appeal. Yeah, that is a cool game. I'm digging it. Anyway, I do want to remind folks we've got a couple of things coming up that are super, super fun. Next week we're doing Mario Kart 8. After that we're doing Depth on Thursday Night Gaming. That's the Shark versus Four Divers game. We're doing Stick Fight on February 4th. I promised Marcy I would get her a copy of the game so that she can stick fight with us. Marcy, I think you're legit gonna love that game, by the way. The first time that your stick figure gives me a kick to the face and like sends me flying dead, you're gonna be like, this is the game for me. And then on February 11th, the Rocket League Super Snow Day, Sweet Snow Day Invitational. We called it Sweet Snow Day Invitational because it's so close to Valentine's Day. That is going to be some heavy Rocket League action. I think we get Jolly coming in from Boise State University again.
Awesome.
Lisa Malhas coming in to cast that with us, I believe. And it's just going to be so fun. 3 colleges, 3 high schools from Washington State going to duke it out for $100 in prize purse plus some perks. We're going to be giving away a keyboard to somebody who's there watching that day. Going to be so much fun. I love Snow Day and I love Rocket League, and that's just going to be one of those big events that you don't want to miss. Marcy, do you have anything you want to share before we wrap it up for the night? Before I do my #1 dance around the arena after we stop the stream?
I love it. It sounds like a dancing night tonight.
Yeah.
You know, nothing new from me in recruitment. What I will say to students is that I was telling you guys previously about how we're going to have financial aid and information events all throughout winter quarter. Those events, the dates have been set and they are now published. So you can go to our Facebook page, Grace Harbor College's Facebook page. You can go to ghc.edu/calendar and check out our monthly events calendar, see all of the upcoming virtual application sessions, virtual admission sessions, and financial aid events that we have planned. Our first financial aid event will be on Tuesday, February 9th. Let me make sure that February 9th is a Tuesday. I'm not crazy, am I? It is on Tuesday. Excellent.
Got it.
So again, go to Grace Harbor College's Facebook page or our campus calendar to find out all the details. Register in advance. It's a 3-hour event from 4 to 7 p.m. But don't worry, you don't have to attend for the whole time. It's a drop-in event, but we will be giving a financial aid presentation starting at 4 o'clock. We'll cover the basics of financial aid, what it is, what it means, where does it come from, and how to apply for it. And then really what we'll be doing is myself, our student ambassadors, and a couple of really amazing financial aid specialists from Grace Harbor College are going to be hanging out in Zoom with you guys as you work to complete your financial aid applications. It's a really great way to get one-on-one support, especially as you maybe have personal circumstances where you're not sure what to put on your FAFSA or WASFA. You can go into a private breakout room with one of our financial aid officers, and they can help do screen sharing and really guide you through every single step of the way. So this is going to be a great event for high school seniors, for anyone really that's thinking of considering college in the next academic year, or even for spring quarter. You can fill out your current FAFSA or WASFA, or you can apply for next year at these events. And also, you don't have to be, set on attending Grace Harbor College in order to come. So if you're thinking of applying to a 4-year university and you know that you want to go to like Western or UW, you're still more than welcome to come to these financial aid nights. The point of the event is that Grace Harbor College is here for our community to help prospective students, current students navigate the financial aid process with expert support and that one-on-one support. So come one, come all. We'll have assistance in Spanish as well. So bring your friends, bring your family, and let's get those financial aid applications completed.
You know, I was just looking on the calendar. I did put the calendar link down in the Twitch chat for anybody that wants to go check it out. And I didn't see, there should be an event for January 14th, which is Ralph and Ismail reach #1 in Apex Legends.
Yes!
Boom, that needs to be on there. So just a mental note to yourself. Today was the day I got #1 in Apex, just like 7 minutes ago. I mean, it's not a big deal. I do that all the time. Totally not a big deal. That's going to do it for us on Thursday Night Gaming tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. And extra huge thanks to Ismail for joining and for carrying me, literally. Like, I could not have done that on my own. Like, every time I looked over, there were people shooting, and then he's like, "No, I got him," and I'm like, "Oh, thank God, I didn't have to use my gun." But that was so much fun. So thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you next week for Mario Kart 8. It's going to be a blast. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see.